There will be a lot of different power armors in Fallout 76, but some of them will be much better than others. So in this video, I wanted to go over what the best 6 power armors are, how to get them, and how to get the mods for them. But before this video starts, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, click the link in the pinned comment of this video to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find other people to play Fallout 76 with, discuss the Fallout TV show, or just talk about anything related to Fallout. Now there are 6 power armors that I'm going to be going over in this video. They won't be in order of how strong they are, as they will each do different things that make them better or worse than other power armors in this video, but they are all worth getting. First up on the list is the Hellcat Power Armor, which is one of the 2 free power armors that we'll be going over in this video. To get the Hellcat Power Armor, all you'll need to do is complete the Brotherhood of Steel questline, which will be a long questline that will have 14 quests inside of it. Thankfully, you can start this questline as soon as you hit level 20, and it will be available to all players for free. To start this questline, just open up your quest log and track the quest called Welcome to the Neighborhood. Then open your radio and turn on the Brotherhood of Steel welcome broadcast. This will officially start the questline and send you over to Fort Atlas, and then once you're there you'll need to follow the questline to the end. Now I don't want to spoil anything, but throughout these quests you'll have to make different choices that will affect the storyline. But it's important to know that none of these choices will affect getting the Hellcat Power Armor. Regardless of what you choose to do during this questline, you will always be given a full set of Hellcat Power Armor and the plans to craft every piece of it after you complete the final quest, which is the Catalyst. The Hellcat Power Armor is a very strong set of power armor. The level 50 version of it will have 436 damage resistance, 320 energy resistance, and 320 radiation resistance. But for every piece of Hellcat Power Armor that you're wearing, you will also gain 2% ballistic damage reduction. So if you're wearing a full set, then that will be a total of 12% ballistic damage reduction, which is a lot. So as you can see, this is a very good set of power armor, and it's worth doing this long questline for it. But to get the mods for the Hellcat Power Armor, you'll need to head over to Vault 79 and talk to Regs, and he will be selling the plans for the mods for the Hellcat Power Armor in exchange for gold bullion. The next power armor on the list is the Vulcan Power Armor. This is usually considered to be one of the best power armors in the game, but getting it and the mods for it will be pretty tricky. Now to get the Vulcan Power Armor, you will need to farm the bosses in the Gleaming Depths raid. From what I understand, each boss will drop different pieces of the Vulcan Power Armor, so to quickly get a full set of it, you'll want to prioritize doing full runs of the raid. But you could also just farm specific bosses for the drops that you need. For example, I was able to get the helmet and both arms from the first boss, but I've done the raid many times now and I'm still looking for the left leg, so it all just comes down to chance. Now you should know that when beating the bosses, you can get either a piece of pre-crafted Vulcan Power Armor, or you'll get the plans to craft a piece of the Vulcan Power Armor. And the same thing will go for the mods for it. Each boss will have a chance to drop a plan for a specific mod. I know this sounds like a lot of work, but it's worth doing because the Vulcan Power Armor is very strong. It will have 560 damage resistance, 600 energy resistance, and 200 radiation resistance. It will also have 2 perks on it that you'll gain if you're wearing a full set of Vulcan Power Armor, and those perks will increase your AP refresh speed by 25% and make fusion cores last 25% longer. As a side note, the pieces of Vulcan Power Armor that drop in the raid can drop as 4-star legendary items, so it's not a horrible idea to farm the raid for a while, then check over the pieces of Vulcan that you get, as these will be much better than the normal pieces as they will come with a free 4-star legendary mod. And just so you know, on my channel you'll find a build video that I did that you can use to solo farm the first boss of the raid to get some pieces of Vulcan Power Armor. I'll actually put a link to that video in the pinned comment below, and I also have a full guide for the raid to help you understand each fight. The next power armor on the list is the Excavator Power Armor. This is a really good set of power armor that every new player should get as soon as they can. To get the Excavator Power Armor suit, you'll need to go to the Garahan Mining Headquarters location, which will be right here on your map. In the parking lot of this location, you'll want to look for this poster that you can read. Reading this poster will start the Minor Miracles side quest, which will take you into the mining headquarters. When you get inside, you'll need to read the reception terminal, then click on the excavator option. This will send you deeper into the building to find the project manager's terminal, and on that terminal, select the excavator module blueprints option. This will teach you the crafting plans for the full set of excavator power armor, then you'll just need to build it. In this room, you'll more than likely find an empty power armor chassis attached to a power armor crafting station. Approach it and press the craft button, and here in the crafting menu, you'll see the required materials to build the excavator power armor. To make a level 45 set of excavator power armor, which is the highest possible level for this power armor, you will need 54 black titanium, 16 glass, 36 rubber, 84 screws, 144 steel, 42 gears, 52 oil, 98 springs, and 9 nuclear material. You more than likely already have most of these materials, except for probably the black titanium. The easiest way to get this is to farm mole miners, as they will drop miner suit scrap, which can be broken down for black titanium. This will be much easier to get than farming black titanium ore. The best place to find mole miners will be Monaga, Welch, and inside Blackwater Mine. You will find over 20 mole miners at each location, and they each have a high chance of dropping miner suit scrap. If you need any of the other materials, you can either purchase the bulk versions of the materials from the vendors at the White Spring Mall, or you can buy the individual junk items that they will be selling and scrap those for the needed resources. Or if you want to save some caps, you can go to West Tech. Then farm the resources by hand by killing the super mutant enemies, as they will drop a lot of junk items which will give you the resources that you need, and the building is full of junk items laying on the ground or on the shelves. Now the reason that you'll want the excavator power armor is for its utility. A max level version of this power armor will only have 240 damage resistance, 240 energy resistance, and 366 radiation resistance. But if you're wearing a full set of excavator power armor, you will increase your carry weight by 100 pounds. And you can also add calibrated shocks to the legs of the power armor to increase your carry weight by another 100 pounds. And you will gain 4 times as many ores when mining if you're wearing both of the excavator arms. This will help you get things like copper, black titanium, and lead. And the mods for this power armor will be sold by the Responders vendor in the White Spring Mall for caps. The next power armor on the list is the Union power armor. This is another really good set of power armor, and it's up there with the Vulcan power armor as one of the best in the game. But unfortunately, it will take you a while to get the Union power armor. The first step to getting this power armor is to unlock expeditions. To do this, you'll need to go to the White Spring Resort, then talk to Orlando, who will then give you 3 quests to help the leaders of the Responders. Once you've helped all 3 of them, you will unlock access to the Vertibird, which will take you on your expeditions. Then from here, you'll need to start farming expeditions. These will be mini missions that can be completed in under 20 minutes, and at the end of them, you will be given a new currency called stamps. In expeditions, there will be a main objective and 3 bonus objectives. Completing the main objective and all 3 bonus objectives will give you 15 stamps at the end of the expedition, but you will get 20 stamps in total for your first expedition that you complete every day. Once you have your stamps, you will then need to bring them to Giuseppe, who will be on the right side of the White Spring Refuge. And here you can purchase the plans for the Union power armor and the mods for it. But buying all 6 pieces of the Union power armor will cost you 720 stamps, so you'll need to do a lot of expeditions. But I'd say it's worth it because the Union power armor will have 485 damage resistance, 295 energy resistance, and 265 radiation resistance. And if you're wearing a full set of Union power armor, it will increase your carry weight by 75 pounds and increase your poison resistance by 150. And the final 2 power armors on the list will come from the same method, which will be completing the main storyline of Fallout 76 and unlocking Vault 79. This will take a while, but it's something that you need to do anyways, and the power armors that come from Vault 79 are worth it. Once you've unlocked Vault 79, you can then talk to Regs, who will be selling the plans for the T65 and Strangler's Heart power armors, and the mods for both of these power armor sets. But this will cost you a lot of gold bullion, which you can get by selling your treasury notes to a gold press machine, or you can buy gold bullion every week from Smiley at the Wayward Bar. Now these 2 power armors will cost a lot of gold bullion, but in my opinion they're worth it. The T65 won't have any extra set bonuses for wearing a full set, but it will have 565 damage resistance, 470 energy resistance, and 470 radiation resistance. So it's gonna have high base stats that you can improve with mods and legendary effects to fit into your build. The Strangler's Heart Power Armor set, on the other hand, will have 453 damage resistance, 393 energy resistance, and 500 radiation resistance. But if you're wearing a full set of Strangler's Heart Power Armor, you'll also do bonus acid damage when you hit enemies, and nearby enemies will take area of effect poison damage. And it's also a very cool looking set of power armor. But to craft it, you'll need Vault Steel, which you can buy at the Rusty Pick using your legendary script. And those are the best power armors in Fallout 76. Of course, it will take you a while to get all of them, but they're all worth grinding for. But I would love to know which of them is your favorite power armor in the comments below. I hope this video helps you, and thank you for watching.